Hi.
Hi there.
Is that okay now, or is it broken up?
No, it's fine now.
Oh, that's good.
So you think it was just volume, do
Yeah,
you?
I do. Yeah, I think it was the bandwidth. That I think on this machine, some of it was taken up by YouTube videos. I think that's all it was. Anyway, we'll see. Yeah.
So how you doing?
Yeah, I've had a really good week at that Value and Virtue, practice-based research conference at York St John University that Jean McNiff organised. Had a symposium there with about 7 of us, and it was really enjoyable. Yeah. What about you tomorrow? Shall we just check that I've understood that if I'm on 3 o'clock UK time, is that okay?
That's correct. Yeah.
And where I think you've got it to is that I would expect just to hear something about the nature of the questions, which most of them have already formed, and just a little about where their inquiries have got to. Is that?
That's a great place to be. Absolutely.
Yeah, great.
They've all done an oral presentation.
Yeah.
But each time they talk about it, they get more confident when they say it.
Excellent. Yeah.
So kind of the tentativeness of their sort of starting points are kind of disappearing.
Okay.
And there's kind of not pounding the desk yet, but certainly getting closer. And we're the rest of the day tomorrow, we're going to be doing, trying to get on the inside of some of the literature.
Okay.
So when they start their writing, they can find some of the language to express the thoughts that they have. I explained to them that there's no typology that can explain them, but that sometimes the way people phrase things in the literature helps them to find the words to explain the nature of their own influence.
Yeah, I mean, I like the way that's put. I think it's really nice that it's not impositional. It's encouraging them, as far as I understand it, to creatively engage with the ideas of others, and they can be helpful in their articulation of their own explanations. That's really nice. Yeah. Any idea of which papers you might encourage them to get into, or it'd be nice for me.
Well, we're going to do. We're going to do Anderson and her, or her and Anderson. We're going to do Delong and Whitehead.
Yeah.
We're going to do McNiff. We're going to do Brubacher. We're going to do McClure.
Right, so you've got about five, about that kind of number, 5 or 6.
Yeah, we're going to do 2 of Jean's. One, the PD Planner, and the one, My Story.
I like that one very much indeed. My Story is My Living Theory. I think that was a lovely piece.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in smaller groups and give them, ask them which 2 papers they'd like to deal with, and then come back and explain to the others what they've learned from it. And I have kind of a framework about, what does the abstract tell you about the paper, what kind of argument or process are they trying to explain, and how could that paper be strengthened, and what can they take from it that might be helpful in their own inquiries?
Those are really great questions. Very good. Yeah, and will they have the time tomorrow to actually respond to those? Is that the idea, that you'd like them to?
The idea is that they have at least read them through once.
Yeah, yeah.
This kind of firm the ideas, consolidated.
Yeah, and those are really very significant questions that you've just asked. Will those be put to them tomorrow to really work on? Yeah, yeah. Because that takes their inquiries forward quite dramatically, in terms of what you've just outlined. So that's really good. So
this is the second last Saturday.
Yeah.
So their final paper is due the following Saturday. I'm hoping that some of them will come in any case, but they'll start to come in a week or so after that.
Yeah. So the last session is a week tomorrow. Is that right? Or is it?
Right.
Oh, right. Great. And you'd like me on, as I say, at 3 o'clock.
That's right.
Okay, so I can listen or participate or just raise issues. Is there anything in particular that you want me to? Or should I just ask if there's anything from them, or should I wait? What's the?
Well, I think that there's still some question going on about how will I know?
Okay, yeah.
That one is sort of, okay, I think this is my influence, but how do I really know?
How do I know? Yeah, so we could possibly. Okay, I'll give that a bit of thought, and then there may be one or two illustrative examples, that I could just point people to say, well, look, this is how I think, a range of different ways in which you can actually determine what actually counts as evidence in terms of your claims to know. Yeah, I'll look that up, and I might be able to send you something for them. But
well, they only have one more course after this for the ones that are doing the MRPs.
Yeah.
For the ones that are doing coursework, they will have more courses. But so one of my intentions in this course was to get them on the inside of the inquiry process.
Yeah.
Kind of mini inquiry. There's not enough time to do a big project, but at least have all the elements in the small mini inquiry.
Well, that sounds really, it's been very clear, that brief statement about intention for tomorrow. And it's covered, a lot of disciplined thought in the process of getting them on the inside of a mini inquiry. I mean, that's what's just come over in terms of what your intentions are, for tomorrow. So it'd be good if you, to get some video of that, and then we could review if you fancied it on Sunday or Monday, whichever you prefer.
I'm hoping, too, that we taped all of the presentations. They've either got them on CD or on YouTube, but they're all on private. And I'm hoping that some of them will see that the value in that taping to contribute to the knowledge base of teaching and learning, and we'll say, okay, let's make these public so others can learn from the way I'm learning.
Again, that would be really important, because this idea that the research is the systematic inquiry which is made public. And again, that move will just be indicative that they're willing now to go public and just share their inquiries, and so they can extend their influence. That's a good point as well. Well, that's really good.
One of the students said that she's shocked that she actually allowed this to happen. So we made some progress.
Great. Okay.
Okay, so we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be on from 3 o'clock, if that's okay. That's UK time.
That's UK time, yeah.
Yeah, very good. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
Ta-da.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.